CC and all our friends who are tuned in from all corners of the world. I am so happy, thrilled for this Sunday. This is a special Sunday for Christians and all humanity. This is a day which we are reminded of the Passover, a day that started on Friday, where Jesus Christ was put on the cross, crucified by people who were sinners for no apparent reason, because he was blameless, he was sinless, he was righteous, but he was only put on the cross for one simple reason, that he claimed to be God, to be the Son of God. And this actually ruffled the kings, the rabbis, the lawyers, and the people who purported to know the Bible. So it actually moved from a Friday where he was put on the cross, and from Friday it moved on to a Saturday, and then to a Saturday, then into a Sunday, which is where we want to be discussing today. A wonderful Sunday. It was a period that actually was like a roller coaster. This period from Friday, the Passover from Friday to Sunday when he resurrected, was just like a Passover. It was underlined by highs and lows, because the lows are when he was put on the cross. The highs is where we're going to be discussing today. But brethren, we need to warm our hearts and minds and rejoice with him, because today, Sunday, is the day that he actually resurrected. And before I proceed, let me just remind you that our reading of the day today is coming from Luke 24, verses 1 to 8. I'll repeat. You can open your Bibles wherever you are. Luke 24, verses 1 to 8. This is where we see on the day, yes, the ladies went to look for their friend Jesus Christ. And when they got to the grave, they could not find him. And yes, luckily, they encountered the angels, and they were told, you cannot look for him among the dead because he is alive. This is one of the greatest moments. Yes, they were struck with fear, worry, and they left. But they were also filled with awe, because they know he was alive. So they went back to spread the word. But what does this mean for mankind, for the world, for Christians, for individuals? It was actually a fulfillment of the plan that started with God. It was his grand plan that was spelled out in the Old Testament. Yes, we are reminded of people like Isaiah, the many prophets. If you go to Isaiah 53, pay attention to verse 3, but read the whole Isaiah 53. This is where we hear God's plan, that he had actually a predetermined plan based on his foreknowledge of what was going to happen in the future. And this was spelled out in Isaiah 53, where we hear that Jesus Christ was wounded for our transgressions, Jesus Christ was bruised for our iniquities, Jesus Christ was actually chastised in that period of 3 days for our peace. We are also told in Isaiah 53, if you read the whole of it, but pay particular attention to 53, that his stripes actually healed us. So the act that he did was according to God's grand plan. It was foretold in the full view of God. But all of us now, in hindsight, we can actually benefit from this. So the whole 3 day actually is a formula that was put together by God. And this is where we are today. That's why I started by celebrating and say, yes, hallelujah, rejoice with me, because it is a day today where he actually resurrected. And what does that mean now for the whole world, for humanity, for individuals, for Christians? What does that mean? It means this is where he actually came and conquered the grave, death, sin. He demonstrated love, and his coming when he resurrected, he was actually coming to resurrect with us So today, you also need to resurrect with Him in terms of your resolve, in terms of your spiritual understanding, in terms of your love, in terms of commitment, in terms of your belief in Him, because He has risen. So you need to resurrect yourself in those areas so that you get the healing that was spelled out and spoken for in Isaiah 53. So that you are also given peace that was given through His chastisement. So that you also get the iniquities in you removed by His resurrection. We also need to look deeper into that as people and say, that act on the day was particularly something that was never experienced before. This is a great significance of somebody who died and they actually rose. So what that means on the day is, He was coming back to us, and He is coming back today to us to actually remove the spiritual blindness on human beings, so that we know that He is here. So that when He takes over the spiritual blindness, He leaves us with the spiritual eyesight, so that we'll be able to see the future, connect with Him today, so that we can see the plan for the future. And He was coming back to actually press the reset button, and He is here today. He is now repressing the reset button, so that you start afresh on your journey, look into the future with Him, and conquer all the iniquities in the world. Yes, we do understand that this world is actually under the prince of darkness, who is Satan. And we understand, if you go to John 14 verse 30, he's also described there as the prince of darkness, which is Satan. If you also go to Revelations 12 verse 9, is described as the deceiver of this world. But make no mistake, that veil of deceiving the world has been removed by Jesus Christ. We can now see as Christians, we can now see as humanity what Satan is up to. So at the end of the day, the period under which we are is where we need to look at, okay, what is the significance of the resurrection in terms of the whole world? This gesture, this plan by God, is a plan that is on the table, accessible to anybody in the world who just dare want to follow Jesus. Anybody who wants to believe can tap into the salvation that is brought by His resurrection. So to the whole world, we need to look at it as a way that an opportunity is there for us to tap into the salvation that's coming with Jesus Christ. Yes, we understand, because of the prince of darkness, the whole world is taken aside, they are misled by the devil, and they are all quite unaware of the biblical verses and things that are there put by Jesus Christ. Yes, we understand there is so much advance today. If you look around in the world of technology, there is knowledge, science, technology is there, but it has failed on one aspect. It has failed to actually cure the problems that are in the world. It has failed in the sense of giving people adequate knowledge, because the knowledge that we get from the science and all stuff is physical, that we get from our five senses. But Jesus Christ is coming with that which we don't get from our five senses, which is the spiritual awakening, the spiritual opening, that you can actually see the future, you can actually see where you're going, you can know that which is hidden. That's what He's bringing to us. So yes, to Christians, this is a time for us to merry-make and rejoice, because He has come for us. All you need to do is to hold forth, believe, follow Him, follow His teaching. As long as you do so, He has come back to actually come and resurrect with us. So that's why I say, all of us, let's resurrect with Him today in our resolve, in our spirit, in all the belief that we have, in all our actions, in all what we do, because that's what He is there for us. But at the end of the day, we don't remain as Christians, as a community, because I do understand there are situations where we are on our own as individuals. As I speak, because this period of COVID, I know some people are just tuning in, they are sitting in their own home. You may be on your own, But you don't need to worry, because Jesus Christ's plan is actually meant for you. You are not the only one to be where you are, because the Jesus moment is now applicable to us. If you look around the world, in your own home, I do understand most of us, we have our own individual problems, our own individual worries, our own individual lows, our highs, but I want you to push you towards the high, which is today when he resurrected. Capture a moment when Jesus was with the disciples, the moment that they were putting him on the cross. This was the greatest low time of the disciples. It was also the greatest low time of Jesus Christ. He was facing death. They actually ran away. And from there, the next day, Saturday, they didn't even know what was going to happen. They had lost the hope. They had lost everything. That was the lowest moment of them. But little did they know that sooner they're going to be rejoicing, because just on the third day, he rose from the dead. And within no time, he had actually started looking for them and gathered them. And all of a sudden, they were now off this roller coaster. They were on a high. So yes, I understand as individuals, you could be one who is in your house. Situations come. You are now facing a Jesus moment. Probably because of the situation that you are facing, you have lost a job. Now you don't even know what's going to happen to you. You've got a family. What are you going to do with your rent? What are you going to do to feed your family? But you don't need to worry, because today is the day when things are going to be set on the record. This is when everything in your life is going to be reset by Jesus Christ, because he is rising and is bringing hope to everybody, all humanity today. So you don't need to worry. All you need to do is, after this session, just go and do your favor to yourself. Read the verses that we have spoken of. Luke 24 verses 1 to 18. You will see people who were also in opposition. Right? People like Mary and all stuff. They were in opposition, but they picked up the courage and they went to the grave. And from there, it was a sudden U-turn. They came back over the moon. So this is what's going to happen. Jesus is aware of your situation. Yes, you have lost a job, but he's now giving you hope. You're going to be okay. You will not die. Believe in him. You will see what happens. You may be, yes, there are some who would say, they crucified him, he didn't actually sin. I understand you could be in prison, but if you got a chance right away as you listen and tune, you may be one who is in prison and you haven't done anything wrong. I know. People are put in prison when they have not done anything wrong. Jesus Christ is a moment. You are going through a Jesus Christ moment. He was crucified, no sin, nothing, but what's going to happen is God is going to resurrect you. You will see what's going to happen. You will see people actually coming and say, we have come to take you out. Yes, evidence has come out. We know you didn't actually commit this crime. And it actually happens. You may be a student. You are where you are now. You're feeling, oh my God, what am I going to do? I didn't do well. But don't worry. What you need to do is to believe and put everything in Jesus Christ. All you need to do is to revise your revival, which has come today with Jesus Christ. The hope of Jesus Christ. Yes, you may feel, I'm an orphan, I don't have parents. What am I going to do? But don't worry. The greatest Father is risen today, and Jesus Christ is coming your way. He knows the situation. He's bringing people to come and rescue you. So you don't need to worry. What you need to do is to focus on him, go back to him, follow him, believe in him, and all shall be well. Yes, I do understand where we're coming from. We have families that are not going on, things are not going on well. People are thinking, what are we going to do now? But don't worry. All you need to do is, this is the moment that you are facing. You are facing a Jesus moment, but you need to just resurrect with him today. Have belief, and he shall take you far. The grand plan that God came up with is meant for all mankind. It's right there on your table. All you need to do is step forward, commit yourself, and start following it. Don't be dragged by the whole world that's going the other way. Be one who quickly sees what you need to do and change the course of your life. This is where we are today. So brethren, you need to be counted in the grand plan of God. You need to be counted in terms of Jesus' plan. Yes, we know we are at war with the devil, because Jesus Christ, he never overpromised. He actually said, he never said he has come to save this world, but he said in his promise that I've come to promise you of a new world under his government. He never said he was going to come and finish all the ills of this world, but he is coming back to promise us that new world under his government. In other words, we are talking of a heaven, eternity. This is where we need to focus on. Yes, let's take a moment. We'll ask the church choir remotely to play a song for us so that we are taken back to the message.
I don't wanna walk alone. I don't wanna walk alone. I don't wanna walk alone. Oh Lord, walk with me. I don't wanna walk alone. I don't wanna walk alone. I don't wanna walk alone. Oh Lord, walk with me. I don't wanna walk alone. I don't wanna walk alone. I don't wanna walk alone. Oh Lord, walk with me. There's too much going on out there, and I need you to walk with me. I don't wanna walk alone. Oh Lord, walk with me. I don't wanna walk alone. I don't wanna walk alone. I don't wanna walk alone. Oh Lord, walk with me. Oh Lord, walk with me. Oh Lord, walk with them.
Thank you so much. Welcome back. Yes, we had asked the choir to give us a song. Thank you very much, choir, for a beautiful song where you were emphasizing to us that we don't need to walk alone. We need to walk with Jesus Christ. So yes, befitting of the topic today where he is resurrected, so we need to actually start walking with him. I also need to remind you, as I was talking, that I understand that the situation under which we are living now, people are isolated, and it brings a lot of grief, a lot of pressure on us. But yes, you can reach the world like you have done today, tuning into a community that talks about Jesus Christ, and you hear words of encouragement. So I want you, wherever you are, to know that we remember, and we're going to remember you and put you in prayers wherever you are, that God in Jesus Christ, he makes you part of the plan. Yes, some of us, you may say, what am I going to do? Because I'm not well. I'm suffering from illness of all kinds. But please be reminded The same man that we celebrate today, who resurrected, is the one who heals all disease and ills. So yes, he is going to attend to you. He is going to heal you. So don't be left alone in your feelings. We are with you. Jesus is with you. So I'm encouraging you today that you join what God has done. Yes, it's upon all of us, including those who are non-believers. Can't you see the love that came with Jesus Christ? I want you to picture this in your mind and imagine yourself, you being the one dying for the whole world, carrying all the world's sins on your shoulders, and only to save humanity, to bring salvation to people. It is a wonderful gesture. But I think it is also fair for us to reflect as Christians and say, out of that gesture, how do you intend to repay Jesus Christ? This is a huge question to us. Wherever you are there, wherever you are seated, you may be driving, but please take a moment and think how you intend to repay the good gesture that was done by Jesus Christ, to die for everyone, for the love that we all have salvation, for the love that this world knows there is a God, for the love that He wanted us to get eternity, for the love that He wanted to heal this world of all ills, for the love that He wanted to show us the way. And remember, that's what He said, I am the way. No one can get to the Father unless they come through me. He meant it, and He demonstrated through His actions, His deeds. He is the way. No one has done what He has done, to die for humanity, to die for your bridge, to show you the way, to bring the light, the source of life, the river of life, which is the Holy Spirit, to everyone. If you believe in Him, follow Him, this is the source of life that He brought to us. We need to find a way to repay Him. Ask yourself as you are seated there. Yes, there are a lot of things that trouble us in life. He was also going through all these trials and tribulations, but He conquered because He knew the reward that was there. He knew the reward that was in heaven, and He is enjoying it now. Don't be one who looks at the short term, what you want to enjoy now on this earth, but there is that everlasting life that He is promising, that He is bringing today when He resurrects. This is the path that He is showing us, that you can conquer sin, you can conquer evil in this world, you can conquer everything that is against you. As long as you believe in Him, you follow Him, you obey His commands, and then you earnestly follow Him, then all shall be given to you. But the question is, how am I going to repay Jesus Christ? It is also a rhetorical question that I ask myself. Yes, I am reminded of the deeds He did. So I need to quickly revise my way from my belief, from the way I look at Him, from the way I pray to Him, from the way I also talk to other people, from the way I forgive others, from the way I spread His word, from all things that are godly, that I'm demanded to do. This is the way I feel as humanity. We need to repay such a wonderful man. A man who has committed, who has sacrificed more than anyone else. Because I can't imagine if it was me, at that point where I was going through the altar, what was I going to do? Was I not going to behave like some of the disciples who we know, they ran away? Not to say they were just cowards, but this is something that was serious. It was something that they could not actually stand for. But He did it for us. He did it for me. He did it for you. He did it for everyone in the world. But the invitation is still there on the table, God's table. If you want, just go and put your signature there and say, yes, I surrender. I sign today. I follow Him, Jesus Christ, because He died for me. And this is what I'm going to follow. And I'm going to repay Him this way. I'm not going to repay Jesus Christ by going against His commands. I'm not going to pay Him by going against His teaching. I'm not going to repay Him by going against what that is godly. But I'll repay Him by following His teachings. He demonstrated love. Who doesn't want love? in our private individuals, in our homes, in our friendship circles, in our social circles, we all want love. He demonstrated peace. Who doesn't want peace? Among ourselves, as our neighbors, as we are as family, as friends, as wherever we are, in school, work, everywhere, we want peace. He demonstrated fairness and forgiveness, because among people who he was working with, some actually betrayed him on the day, on Friday. But he never kept it in his heart. This is why it is important that when I started, I said, you need to warm up your minds and your hearts so that you receive him, because if you don't do so, then you will miss the grand train, you will miss the grand plan, you will miss Jesus' plan for humanity, for salvation. He had no time for anything. He was never jealousy that he was going to die for everybody, but he did it as a sacrifice for everyone, so that everyone gets to enjoy God's plan. But humanity, as always, we don't seem to see. We are always blind. We can't see the plan. But for those who follow him wisely, he actually unveiled that blanket put by the devil on us. So why don't you just present yourself to Jesus? He removes the spiritual blindness on you today, so that you see what's there. And then you can enjoy this which is brought to us. How are you going to repay him if you resent what he has done? How are you going to repay him if you can't listen to what he's talking about? How are you going to repay him if you don't follow what the Bible teaches? How are you going to repay him if you don't listen to even what the word is being preached? How are you going to repay him if you are one who thinks you know better? How are you going to repay him if you can't see, if you think your knowledge and wisdom comes from the world, the physical one? How are you going to repay him? Because you will always be blind of the spiritual knowledge, which we know is actually the preserve of Jesus Christ and God himself. So if you are like me, repay him by listening to him, follow him, and also try and imitate his beautiful life. Try and imitate his sacrifice. Try and imitate what he has done for you and me. This Passover period, it should transform you wherever you are. Seated wherever you are today, you need to know you are alive today because someone has done for you wonders. And his name is Jesus Christ. Yes, you could be seated there and then you say, I'm actually suffering from illness. It could be coronavirus, which is what has been spoken for by many, many people. Yes, we see this. It's coming up in our media circles every day, on TVs and everywhere where you look. But we need to discern and find a way that we hook to Jesus Christ, a way that will give us the healing that he promised, the healing that was prophesied in Isaiah 53, that through his stripes we shall be healed. It is a promise. The same promise we find it in actually Jeremiah 33 verse 6, where God promises us that yes, I'll give you health, I'll heal you, and I'll give you peace. It is all there, but these things are hidden to people who don't follow Jesus Christ. These things are hidden to people who does not resurrect with him today. So the day is today, the hour is now, the minute is now. Resurrect in your spirit, resurrect in your resolve, resurrect in your belief, resurrect in the way you worship your God today. This is it today. If you do so, you'll see things. They start turning in your life. You'll see changes. Brethren, you're not alone. You may think you're sitting in your cushion or a sofa in the house. You may be twisting, turning in your bed, but he is there. How many times have you gone to bed and you still wake up tomorrow alive? How many times have you gone walk in the street and the people get hit by cars and they die, but you're still alive? How many times have you come across diseases, but do you know who heals you? It's God. How many times have you gone into situations where most of us will say, oh, I'm lucky. I've heard people actually coming out of hospital these days after they have gone through coronavirus, and then they are talking of, oh, he's very lucky. And then I said to myself, you don't even know what you're talking about. Lucky? There is a healer who is invisible that you can't see. Jesus Christ is always at work. That which was put in our bodies, that the bodies are actually healed naturally, but it's God's power that's there. Even the medical professionals, they get inspiration from Him. So there is nothing like saying I'm lucky. There is nothing like lucky. It is the work of God. So the only way you can repay Him now is to turn to Jesus Christ, turn to Him. This is my message to you, brethren. Turn to Jesus Christ, rise with Him today, celebrate with us, and we know, yes, it is a day that we celebrate His resurrection. Yes, I'm happy. I glorify His name today because I know He's at work, and I know if I believe, if I commit myself, God will start working in me. Do whatever He wants. Where I'm not well, God will actually use His healing hand. It goes and touches on all parts in me that are not well. The same thing can happen to you right away, brother and sister, wherever you sit at. If you do believe, take this way. This is the only way. This is the only way. I'm afraid this is the only way. The world has now failed to come up with solutions to troubles of this world. The only solution in town is Jesus Christ. I can't emphasize it more. That is the only solution. We need to tend to that. Look at all the ills that are there, the wars and all the killing that happens in the world. But peace is found in Him. Turn to Him today. Wherever you are, this is a Passover. I want you to pass over from all your problems and transition into the proper new life right away. If you do believe what I'm saying here, because these are not my words, these are God's words. So wherever you are there, if you believe in me, I want you to sit down and then just raise your hand and I'll pray with you today, right away, so that you get the healing, so that you get the extended hand of Jesus Christ. As if it was not enough for Him to die on the cross for you. You still want Him to come to you instead of you coming to Him. This is the favor you can do Him. This is how you can repay Him. Extend your hand. Go to Him now. Extend your hand to Him. Stretch yourself to Him. Yes, even in the Bible, we are reminded of a lady who she wasn't feeling well. She had for many years actually suffered from hemorrhage. And then on that particular day, Jesus Christ was in town. There was a huge crowd. And she actually extended her hand and actually touched the rim of Jesus Christ's garment. And then from there Jesus said, "Who has touched me?" As if He didn't know. But He wanted to demonstrate what had happened in His power. And then the lady actually fell on His legs and said, "It's me." She was crying, shivering, thinking, "Oh my God, what have I done?" But according to Jesus, because He's there for us, He said, "Okay," and then she was healed. And from that day, everything went perfectly well. So why can't you just receive today? Receive the healing from Him. Be part of Him, join Him now. He has conquered everything, He has demonstrated it. Fulfilled all the scriptures. Showed you that there is love, there is peace, there is everything in Him. I'm afraid life is only in Him. So I want to pray for those who feel they want to discover a new connection to Jesus Christ. Thank you, Lord Jesus Christ. Thank you for your sacrifice. Thank you for dying for us. Thank you for showing your love. Thank you for bringing peace to us. Thank you for everything that you have done. We know this is a path that you have given us. Lord Jesus Christ, I want to commit those in your hands today. Those who are listening and they have raised their hands and they say they want to reconnect with you. I want to pray for them today, Jesus Christ, that they are now seeking you, Lord. They are turning to you right away, Father. I know you are blissful. Please extend your hand and receive them now. That they follow your way, that they start living the Christian way, that they find peace in you, that they find love in you, that you will heal them of all the iniquities. Thank you for a wonderful gesture. Thank you for your love. Thank you for being with us today. You have risen. Yes, we know. We've joined you. Keep us close. Keep them close as they have turned to you today. Look after them. We know the world the way it is today. Please, Father, may your healing hand, may your protective hand be with them every day wherever they go. Yes, I commit them in your hands. In the name of Jesus, thank you. Hallelujah. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see each other next week. Please stay safe. Be increased in His way. Thank you. Bye-bye.